Just to give you a little idea about the text, it says prehistoric. Prehistoric, something very ancient. Prehistoric insects. So insects that were thousands of years ago, maybe millions of years ago, spawn new drugs. That means they have caused to make new drugs. So prehistoric insects spawn new drugs. So let me just read one sentence from each of the paragraph to give you a little skimming idea, but I'll do it very quickly. Insects entombed in fossilized amber of tens of millions of years have provided key to creating a new generation of antibiotic drugs that could wage war on modern disease. Okay, so what they are trying to say is that those insects that were inside the bodies of fossilized ambers for millions of years, they have provided the key to make new generation of antibiotics. Fine, very good. Let's look at the next sentence. Research over the past 2 years have uncovered at least 4 antibiotics from the microbes, and one of them has been able to kill modern. So they have identified 4 antibiotics, out of which one has been successful. Okay, move on. Rolf Cano, who has pioneered this research, the first one who has initiated, the pioneer, who has pioneered the research at the California Polytechnic State University at St. Louis Obispo, said the ancient antibiotics had been successful in fighting drug-resistant strains of Staphylococcus bacteria. I always have fun with this particular name, so I've just done it with you too. And health of patients in hospitals. So this will help. This is a bacteria, a superbug that has threatened the health of patients in hospitals throughout the world. So this one antibiotic has been very, very successful. Okay, then the next paragraph says a biotechnology company named Ambergene has been set up to develop the antibiotic into drugs. Okay, so they have already started creating drugs also. Now the next paragraph says there have been several attempts to extract materials such as DNA from fossilized life forms ranging from Egyptian mummies to dinosaurs, but many were subsequently shown to be contaminated. So they have tried a lot, but many of them have been found to be unsuccessful or contaminated. However, even the discovery of ancient antibiotics may not halt the rise of drugs resistance bacteria. Okay, so let's move on. Let's see what we have to answer and let's go. Now here there are statements and let's see what it says. Here is a summary of main ideas in the article you have just read, but to make it easier, it has been broken down into gapped sentences. See if you can complete the sentences by selecting the correct words from the box below the summary. So there is a box given and there are words: deadly, safe, unsuccessful, combined, usual, resistant, significant, successful, particular, blah blah blah. Okay, now let's do it. What I'm going to do is that normally these questions also appear in the same order, so let's do it. Microbes that may supply new antibiotic drugs have been dash in the bodies of fossilized insects. Okay, now the keywords: microbes, new antibiotic drugs, bodies of fossilized insects. So we have identified the words that we are going to scan, and let's look at the first paragraph. Now this is all keyword stuff. Insects entombed in fossilized amber. What it says? Microbes that may supply new antibiotic drugs have been dashed in the bodies of fossilized insects. Insects entombed in fossilized amber of tens of millions of years have provided the key to creating a new generation of antibiotic drugs that could wage war on modern disease. So what should be the answer? Microbes that may supply new antibiotic drugs. So microbes can be insects here. So insects that can supply new antibiotic drugs have been dashed in the bodies of fossilized insects. Insects entombed in fossilized amber have provided the key to creating a generation of What is entombed? What is entombed? Entombed means preserved. So microbes that may supply new antibiotic drugs have been preserved in the bodies of fossilized insects. So what I have done, I have taken that word out and we have done this. Now it's tight, remember, it's never easy, especially in the academic module it won't be easy. So all you need to do, your understanding has to be very clear. Let's move on. The discovery may help destroy bacteria. So this discovery will help destroy bacteria that are no longer dashed to modern medicine. It's understood. Okay, something that the modern medicine cannot kill. So this discovery will help kill that bacteria also. Okay, now let's see, destroy bacteria and modern medicine. So destroy bacteria and modern medicine. Let's see, let's read this first part. Research over the past 2 years has uncovered at least 4 antibiotics from microbes, and one has been able to kill modern drug resistant bacteria that can cause potentially deadly disease in humans. Present day antibiotics have nearly all been isolated from microorganisms that use them as a form of defense against. Okay, just read the first part. Research over the past 2 years has uncovered at least 4 antibiotics from the microbes, and one has been able to kill modern drug. One bacteria has been able to kill drug resistant bacteria. So the discovery may help destroy bacteria that are no longer responding to the modern medicine. Okay, so those bacteria that are not responding the modern medicine, they will also be able to be killed with the help of this bacteria. Okay, so responding is our choice. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. What needs to be done now is to find out how dash the antibiotic will be. So what are they trying to find out? What is required now is to find out how dash the antibiotic will be. Now let's see. I personally feel that the last 2 sentences are important here, but we'll read the complete one so that you get. Raoul Cano, who has pioneered the research, said the ancient antibiotic had been successful in fighting drug-resistant strains of Staphylococcus bacteria, a superbug that has threatened the health of patients in hospitals throughout the world. Fine. Okay, so they have found a cure to Staphylococcus bacteria, whatever it is. Now what does he want to do now? He now intends to establish whether the antibiotic might have harmful side effects. He also wants to know the problem is how toxic it is for other cells and how easy it is purified. So he now intends to, what needs to be done now is to find out how dash the antibiotic will be. What do you think there should be? They are only concerned whether it will have any dangerous side effects. So they are saying, because they have used the word, the problem is how toxic it is to other cells. So basically they are concerned about the safety of the people who are going to use this medicine. So he wants to find out how safe the antibiotic will be, whether it will have any harmful side effects or not. But this is what you normally expect to read when you are studying at the university level. Got it? So don't have any fear, keep trying. Okay, the next question, microbes that seem to have the characteristics of dash disease will have to be killed. Microbes, again the same insects, and if they have the characteristics of dash disease, let's find out which disease we are talking in the passage. Present day disease. Present day disease. So present day is any word for present day in your options? Yes, modern. So microbes that seem to have characteristics of modern diseases will have to be killed. Okay, sometimes it's not very difficult. All you need to do is just relate them and you get the right. Present day disease, modern disease, that's all. Okay, move on. It is thought that a dash molecule could lead to a whole series of drugs. Okay, let's see if there is a molecule discussed here. Okay, what says, if any ancient microbes are revived that resemble present day disease, they will be destroyed. Okay, they will be destroyed in case they escape and cause new epidemics. Okay, and again they hope that one ancient antibiotic molecule, it is thought that one molecule, we cannot use one, but there is certainly a word that is given in the box that will substitute the word one, and that is single. It is thought that a single molecule could lead to a whole series of drugs. Got it? I hope you did. And let's move on. Let's talk about other scientists who have tried to produce antibiotics in a similar way have been dash. Let's see what they are talking about. Other scientists who have tried to produce antibiotics in a similar way have been dash. Now let's read. There have been several attempts to extract materials such as DNA from fossilized life forms ranging from Egyptian mummies to dinosaurs, but many were subsequently shown to be contaminated, impure. So other scientists who have tried to produce antibiotics in a similar way have been not successful. So what do you say? Unsuccessful is the right word, because their findings were contaminated. So that's why they were unsuccessful. Let's move on further. This work is considered a achievement. Let's see. Now, there have been several attempts to extract materials such as DNA from fossilized life forms ranging from mummies to dinosaurs, but many were subsequently shown to be contaminated. Kano's findings have been hailed as a breakthrough. Well, breakthrough means something big. So this work is considered a big achievement. Can you give me a substitute word from the box? Yes, significant. So this is considered a significant, major achievement. And then the last one, the last one, it is necessary to be dash about maintaining the life of antibiotics. So what is necessary? To be dash about maintaining the life of antibiotic. So the only way to keep the life of that antibiotic going is to use it sensibly and not excessively, he said. So it is necessary to be careful about maintaining the life of the antibiotic. So summary completion, by far the toughest but believe me, if you know the language and if you can actually relate to it within the context, you may still find the answer. So we are now through with summary completion. Let's move on to the next one, which is going to be a further difficult task. Okay, let's talk about it.